Children who grow their own food are significantly more likely to eat vegetables. Research in childhood nutrition confirms that when a child plants a seed, waters it, and picks the result, they are far more likely to eat it, even if they previously rejected that same vegetable on a plate. A child's garden is different from an adult's kitchen garden because the experience of growing is the primary goal. The design must prioritize fast growth and high visual interest to maintain a young attention span, rather than focusing on total yield or variety. To guarantee success, we use a quick win framework, a dedicated 4x4 raised bed, or a large patio container that produces a physical harvest in under 30 days. This diagram shows the specific soil requirement for the bed. We fill the space with 1/3 compost, 1/3 topsoil, and 1/3 perlite. This combination stays loose and airy, which prevents the soil from compacting and allows young roots to spread easily. There are 5 essential physical inputs for this project: a packet of radish seeds, 1 cherry tomato transplant, a sturdy metal tomato cage, a small watering can, and a blank notebook. Strictly limiting the garden to these high-success elements prevents the project from becoming overwhelming and ensures the child experiences early wins that build their confidence. The golden rule of this project is that the adult must step back. If an adult dictates where every plant goes and when to water, the garden becomes just another directed activity rather than a space the child owns. To give them control without the pressure of a blank slate, offer binary choices. Ask, should we put the tomatoes on the left or the right? Or do you want the radishes or the beans in this corner? Have the child create a personal marker, like a painted rock with their name on it, and place it at the entrance of the bed. A child who chooses the layout and marks the space as their own is more likely to return to water and tend the plants without being reminded. We start by planting radishes. Because they grow so quickly, they act as the gateway vegetable for children who may not have the patience for slower crops. Have the child use 1 finger to poke holes exactly 1 inch deep into the prepared soil. The primary reason radishes fail is overcrowding. When seeds are too close, the plant spends all its energy on leafy tops and never develops an edible root. To guarantee the roots have room to grow, follow a strict spacing rule. Place each seed exactly 2 inches apart. This creates a rapid timeline. From the day the seed is planted to the day it is pulled, only 25 days pass. Seeing the complete cycle from seed to food in less than a month provides the initial hook that keeps a child interested in the garden while the summer crops mature. Next, we plant the champion vegetable, the cherry tomato. This plant provides high yields and a snack that can be picked and eaten daily throughout the late summer. Start with a nursery transplant rather than seeds. This skips the fragile indoor germination phase, which can be discouraging for beginners. On the same day you plant the tomato, install a sturdy metal cage over it. As the plant grows, it will rapidly fill the structure, using the metal bars for support as it produces fruit. Caging the plant while it is still small prevents the frustration of trying to support a large, heavy vine later in the season. Once the planting is done, the focus shifts to the daily routine of tending the bed. Watering is the task most likely to go wrong. Children often either overwater out of enthusiasm or allow the plants to dry out by forgetting them. The finger test is a tactile way to check moisture. The child pushes their finger 2 inches into the soil to see if it is dry beneath the surface. If the soil feels damp at that depth, they skip watering. If it feels dry, they water the plants that day. The second daily ritual is updating the garden journal. The child starts by drawing a map of the bed to show where everything was planted. Using these routines to check soil and record growth helps the child see the direct connection between their daily care and the health of the plants. At this stage, the bed is correctly established, the layout chosen by the child, the plants properly spaced and supported, and the daily maintenance schedule set. The first major milestone occurs in about 25 days, when the child pulls the first red radish from the dirt. By midsummer, they will have the sensory experience of picking and eating a warm cherry tomato directly from the vine they helped grow. Beyond the physical harvest, the biological pace of the garden requires children to wait for results. When pests appear or leaves wilt, they must observe the problem and try a solution, learning that growth requires consistent attention. A structured, child-directed garden bed gives a child a first-hand understanding of how living systems work and where their food comes from.